Our Kenyan constitution states that in Article 32 that we have the freedom of conscience, we have freedom of belief, religion, and opinion. So it is this freedom that I think that one Pastor Paul Mackenzie of the Good News International Church located in Kilifi County's Shakahola forest has abused. Now, the reason why I believe that he has abused this freedom, and maybe also his followers are abusers, is because, you see, a freedom does not have to result into loss of lives. But you see, in this case, the use of that freedom has actually resulted into a loss of 39 lives, and that is still counting. Hopefully it doesn't go past that, but the figures that we have right now is 39 bodies have actually been exhumed from the Shakahola forest. What a belief! What a belief! So you see, these people have been forced. I don't know whether to say they have been forced, but there is a demand that was put on them that they have to stay within the Shakahola forest owned by the church. And again, there was a demand that they have to burn all their school certificates. And yet another, that the children of people who attend the church have to stop going to school. Now, those, you realize, that are outrageous demands that can only exist within cults, but not sound religious organizations. Yeah, so our social life in a way is in danger because cults have found their ways into the society. But there's a way, there's difficulty in regulating the religious entities or organization, because our Kenyan constitution gives that freedom, express freedom of assembly, freedom of belief, freedom of association, freedom of worship. Now there's that express freedom that has been given with respect to the things that I've mentioned. So it is a very difficult thing to handle, especially when this is brought before a court of law. Why? Because explicitly the Kenyan constitution gives anybody and everybody a freedom to associate, a freedom to believe in anything, a freedom to have an opinion on anything. So it remains interesting to see how, if at all, this man would be arraigned in a court of law. It remains interesting how the magistrate or even the judge or even what is it called? Yeah, a magistrate or even a judge will rule on the case. But now politically, there's a lot of things we need to expect. You see, I'm reminded of last year towards the general election, the 2022 general election. I believe the spouse to the former prime minister, who was the Azimio flag bearer in last year general election, the spouse called for regulation of churches. Now she narrowed it down to churches. But now, interestingly, one Professor Kithure Kindiki, who is the Cabinet Secretary for Interior has called on the regulation of churches, of mosques, has called on the regulation of temples and of synagogues. So we are keen to see how the Azimio side will take that. Now that was used as a campaign tool to frustrate the Azimio side in the last year general election. You can remember very well that the Kenya Kwanza side did say all manner of things, that the Azimio side are anti something like, anti Christian, like they were fighting the Christians. So this has happened right at the center of the church, which is on the Christianity side. So it remains a very interesting thing to watch in the near future, how the Azimio side would treat that whole idea of regulation of churches and all the other religious entities. Now, today on a Monday, I've heard that there is a section of the Azimio parliamentary group, I think by one Opiyo Wandayi, who have castigated the security apparatus and said that there has been laxity in controlling, vices, and specifically tackling this cult issue from Shakahola by Pastor Paul Mackenzie. So they believe that the police intentionally did not do anything, or rather they just failed. So it remains one of the things that we'll keep a keen eye on to see in the near future how the political atmosphere will be with respect to this development on cultism in Kenya. So keep it up here for more updates on Shakahola and political happenings in the country. Till next time, see you. Have a good time.